Hello everyone, Anne here, the little Frenchie in Big Texas. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to discuss with you the shelves and what they look like where I'm at. Because I have seen various videos saying, oh, they don't look that bad, others saying they're terrible. And I think it really depends on where you are. I had a family member visiting Colorado, Denver, and California. She went to Target, paper towels, Kleenex section, and it looked so empty in both locations. But then I look at it here in Houston, Texas, and it's really not that bad. I mean, I went to Costco the other day and it was full up to the top with paper towels ready to be put back on the floor. So it really depends where you are. It's very unreliable. And I haven't reported much in the last few months because it got slightly better, I think, at least where I'm at, Texas. And I think we just got used to saying fronting and shelves half full. At least they're not half empty, you know? So we kind of got used to it. It never went back to what it used to be, but you kind of find what you need, you know? Except that in the last few weeks, I've seen it come down again, which should not have happened because we apparently reached a deal with the railroad, so to continue the supply chain. But regardless, I've seen stores here reorganizing their shelves to make it look better. Fresh fruits, vegetables not being fresh anymore as soon as they're on the shelves, and just missing products. So let me give you here some concrete examples. We are going to go to Costco, Kroger, HEB, the local Texas chain, which is usually the best here in terms of shelves, and Traders Joe. So it's a smaller grocery store, not everywhere, Californian brand. And I want to start actually with this one because I had an interesting discussion with the cashier at checkout. So I just go to Traders Joe maybe once a month, one every other month to get a few things that I only find there that I like. In particular, they have extremely good and cheap olive oil because they haven't increased their prices that bad at Traders Joe. So I go for their olive oil. Most of them is Spanish, European. A lot of their products are imported at Traders Joe. And their chocolate. So I got my bar here. So extremely good chocolate. So it's a pound, 500 grams. And it used to be $4.99. So a pretty good deal if you want to bake chocolate cakes. So I went there looking around and I saw first the olive oil. It just completely shrunk and there was almost nothing left. I mean, just one or two, the most expensive ones, but the one I usually get was not there. So, okay, olive oil. And then I went to look for my chocolate, which I still have some. I'm not desperate, but I was wondering because I've seen it shrunk in size in the last few months. So gone, nothing. So at checkout, I asked the cashier, when are you gonna get that chocolate back? So very nice. I had two of them at the cashier and one said, well, let me look, but I think that one has not been discontinued. So very interesting piece of information here. Discontinued, which means others have. Traders Joe have some items that are seasonals, so they only come for a few months of a year, but they usually come back the next year. So her answer here made me think that they had to discontinue more products than what they used to. And then she gently offered, you need to look in the system. I said, yes, please, if you could look, let me know when you're gonna get it back, even if it's not being discontinued. So she went, computer, and came back. I said, well, we're supposed to get it by the end of the month. So that's pretty much 10 days, end of September. She said, from what I see, it is stuck at the port. It says port congestion. So I haven't heard back on these port congestions for so long, you know, either on YouTube channels, on the news. Nothing in the last few months, but apparently it's still the case. So kind of joke at her saying, well, I hope it's not stuck in a container at the port of Houston with 100 degrees outside because this port chocolate is gonna melt. But here again, it makes me wonder, and which port? So I didn't get the name of the port. I know they're California, so I'm imagining a lot from the port of Los Angeles, but this here is imported from Belgium. So this is not the fastest route to go through Panama up to LA. I would guess faster to go through the East Coast, but I don't know. But interesting piece of information here. Discontinued item and congestion still at the ports, which also explains why we get so many produce not fresh when they arrive at the store. So let's start here with Traders Joe, and here's the oil section. So the top shelf was not olive oil. What's left is the second, third, and fourth shelf here, which is purely fronting, nothing behind. When you go below, it no longer is olive, completely shrunk. And that's the only one left, which is back of the original with a $7.99 deal, which is actually a pretty good price for that oil. But the others are more expensive and lot less than what it used to be. Here is the pasta, interesting as well because they changed brand. You know, when she mentioned discontinued items, some of their pasta have been discontinued. Look at this linguine here. You only have a few packs. These were the original brand they used to carry at Traders Joe. 99 cents, pretty good deal. But they only have few left. All these here that you see on the side as $2.49, $3.99 are the fancy ones made with the whole wheat, quinoa, gluten-free, and so on. But the basic ones, you only have few left, and they changed their brand. The packaging, it's no longer the same. But let me show you more items here, and let's start with Costco. Because Costco has reorganized its shelves pretty nicely in the last few weeks. I mean, they shuffled the coffee with the oil, and the oil has just completely shrunk. Not much left. So same trend here as Traders Joe. Interesting. Another one that shrunk was rice. Wow. They used to have like almost half an aisle with different kind of rice. And here you only had a few kind, and that was it. The cheapest one was gone. Not much. Very, very disappointing. And kind of a sign as well. So here we are, the rice aisle, or what is left of the rice. Look up. All these boxes with the pink DNI, do not inventory. All these are not sellable items, like paper plates for their restaurant at the entrance. No food. And if you look down, here are the bags of rice left. They have 2 white and the red. 3 different kinds. The large bags. The smaller one, which used to be $5.99, I think, has disappeared. Very limited. So now here's the cold room, the produce. Look at these empty shelves. That brings me back like months ago. And these are the strawberries, and I could not find any that looked good and was not with a rotten one inside. And for $7, you want a good pack of strawberries. So on the positive side here, look at these paper towels. Toilet paper, water, that was full in the back, completely full. They even had some of these formula. This one is the toddler one. And it's on sale, minus $5, and they had the baby one on the opposite side. So they had formula back. Now moving to HEB, the local Texas brand. So here is the pasta aisle, just to give you an idea of what we have in there. As you can see, you have the Barilla, so most expensive brands. The ones that are on sale are gone. That's the empty ones. Disseco is the most expensive. Very available, but when you look down at the ones that are for $1, they're all gone. And that's the rice. Look at the rice. Another trend with Costco here, not that much. Here are the beans, but the rice was not much. So that's the baking aisle. Look at that sugar, not looking good. So it was a very busy Saturday afternoon when I went. So I tried to take a few clips, but it was mostly pictures to show you the fronting and the empty shelves pretty much everywhere. That was the bread. Here are the mac and cheese. The prepared salad. Just a lot of empty spots on the shelves. Everywhere. Pretty much every aisle had large empty shelves. So that's the baking one. I managed to do a clip starting with the sugar. Then you go to the flour, which it's not much. Look at the fronting everywhere. Look at that sweetener. There's nothing behind. Nothing behind. Yeah, I had to. It was hard to film. It was tough. But yeah, look at this empty. The baking soda, they just increased it actually. The flour, so that's what's left of the flour. Really not much, but there was some. I'm not complaining. You could find flour, organic, all-purpose. They have different kind, but yeah, it's half of what it used to be, definitely. Maybe less than half. And a lot of empty spots and a lot of fronting. Look at that here. All this is fronting. Fronting here, the biscuit, nothing behind. The whole wheat, empty behind. It's everywhere. They do a good job, huh? The employees coming through the aisles and putting the items forward for you. So a few more pictures here. The breakfast aisle, the oats. And here are the juices. Look at that. Poof. Not much either here. A lot of empty spots. So definitely half full, half empty, depending on how you want to look at it, but not full. It's, I think we went back a few months ago here. It got better at some point and down again. Same here, opposite side. They put the juice with the candies, all for the kids. Look at this, nothing. The Skittles, gone. And it's not even Halloween yet. That was probably around the 18th of September, 20th. So look at that chocolate, nothing behind, fronting on everything. And as soon as you run a deal, it's empty. And here's the exact same aisle, same grocery store, but a week later. Look at that, totally empty. I went there, I wanted to get a bag of Skittles, and I guess no Skittles. Everything was gone. They haven't been restocked. I mean, they're starting to have some seasonal candies at the entrance for Halloween, like the big bags, Kit Kat, Reese's, and so on, but that is it. The actual candies, the chocolate, all gone. That was a completely empty aisle. Same in the vitamin section and the feminine products. Very empty shelf, less than half full. Not looking good. Yogurt, they shrunk that section. I just noticed it, they just shrunk it. And look at this, it's really not full either. A lot of empty spots. I was just surprised at how it shrunk and how they pretty much work on the shelves to make it look full, even so they're not. It's pretty bad. The pet section is not worse than what it was. I mean, it went down so low, it's actually a bit better than what it used to be. But it's definitely not full. It is not full. So that's all the dry food for the dogs. Same for the cat. They had some. So you're lucky if that's what you want to buy for your cat or for your dog, because not everything is there, but they had some. And same for the wet food on the cat section. It's improved a bit. You can find some, but it's still very empty, as you can see here. Far from full, and prices increased just so much. It's insane. Look at that here. One left at the bottom. No fronting here. It was in the back, but just one left. So now here, this is Kroger. Look at how it's displayed. It looks like you've got tons of them, right? But when you look under, all these are empty. Totally empty, all of them. The fruits are only on the top one. The rest is nothing. It's just presentation. Making it look good. It makes you look like it's all full underneath. Well, it's not. Look at that. Empty, empty, empty. That was not even fruits or veggies. No produce there. They're running low in produce. And to finish, a few more pictures out of California, Los Angeles area, or Denver, Colorado. All this is Target again. And yeah, the picture speaks for themselves here. So please share as well what you see in your area. Is it the same? Has it gone better, worse, half empty, half full? Let us know. And please, if you enjoyed this video, as always, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thank you all for watching, and be prepared because this is not looking too good.